Your judges for this contest come to us from Morocco, Armenia, Kazakhstan, Colombia and Romania.
Mehdi Mohamad SAHAK, interesting amateur career. Boxes out of Islington in London, a club I know well, a very big club, a thriving club, has been for years. Has won London and national titles. Has boxed for Bahrain as well, went to 2 Olympic qualifiers last year, to Italy and Thailand, didn't quite manage to make it to Paris. His opening fight a couple of days ago against Maximilian Makana of the Solomon Islands, and he won it by unanimous decision. This is a first outing of these championships for UBAIDOV.
Round 1.
UBAIDOV orthodox SAHAK southpaw, looking to start really nice and sharp here, SAHAK, but then just got clipped as he was coming in there. Sits down on the right hand well there, UBAIDOV. Just dropped his knees, dipped his knees rather, threw it into the body. He's got a sharp looking jab there, SAHAK. Holds that lead hand pretty low. Jab to the body from SAHAK, and then cuffs upstairs with that right hand. His hand speed is good, and he's got the edge on UBAIDOV at the minute, who's just a little bit slow in getting off at times. Left hand to the body from UBAIDOV there, though, and then aims up top, and he's just trying to take it to SAHAK a little bit here. And this is shaping up well, just a minute in. Counter right hand there from SAHAK. And leads off with that right hand. Maybe one a little bit low there from UBAIDOV. I didn't really see it. Right hand from UBAIDOV, just stepped into it. Not that much to separate these two in terms of clean punching, which is obviously what the judges are always looking for. SAHAK's been a bit busier. Should maybe use that jab more, because he pumps it up from the waist. He gets good power on it. He's got good reach as well. Maybe doesn't use that quite as much as he might. Right hand there from UBAIDOV just sails over the shoulder of SAHAK. Good exchange there. Both landing, one to the body, the other to the head. There goes the bell at the end of round 1. These are well matched, these two. UBAIDOV was holding the centre for most of the fight. I thought SAHAK did some decent work from the outside, though. As I say, he's nice and sharp. Found it quite difficult to separate them in that opening round. The judges didn't. Akmal, UBAIDOV has got it. 10-9 across the board, so that's a big step for him. You take that first round clear, then you know that your opponent
Round 2.
has got to provide an answer in the second. That won't be communicated to him. The coaching staff of teams, I think, maybe will tell a fighter heading into the final round if they clear and they feel they can not take the foot off the gas but can just maybe conserve a little bit of energy. If they've got the fight under control and got their opponent under control, other than that, I think they just leave them to it. SAHAK maybe just needs to slow things down a little bit. Jab to the body there from SAHAK. UBAIDOV just before that came back with a left, right hand to the body from UBAIDOV. Just getting onto the inside there, UBAIDOV, trying to make his strength count. Good jab to the body there from SAHAK. Right hand into the body there from UBAIDOV was solid. And he's maybe just beginning to turn the screw a bit here, UBAIDOV. SAHAK, I think, is just slowing down a touch. Plenty of movement in that opening round. But as I was saying, I think he does need to slow things down a bit, so it could be that this suits him a touch, or it could be that he's maybe running out of gas slightly. A left hand landed there from UBAIDOV, followed by a right. That's a nice combination, dipping off to his right-hand side of UBAIDOV, right hand to the body, then a left hand up over the top. He's found the angle for it. Big left hand there from UBAIDOV, thrown from distance, and SAHAK just shaking his head, but that's a big clean shot. The referees are always going to give a standing count for that. And he's tiring here, SAHAK. Into the final 30 seconds, and UBAIDOV, I think, knows it. Fighters feel it when their opponent maybe is just beginning to fade slightly, and that's what's happened here in the second round. And there's another big left hand, and the knees almost went a little bit there. SAHAK doesn't like it, but that was a good shot. That was a good shot. The wheels have come off a bit in the second round here for the man in blue. And there goes the bell, a touch of gloves, and that bell came at the right time for him. Could be 10-8s in that round, I'm pretty confident about that. And he really took over in that second round. There's that big overhand left. It didn't really hurt him. The ref had a good view of it, gave the standing count. The second one was a bit more damaging. And you could just see the knees just loosen a bit there, couldn't you? Because it hit him up round about the temple. The legs did a slightly funny little dance, the back leg there.
Seconds out.
So 3 10-8s there in that round, and UBAIDOV is going to go about his business.
Third and final round.
And look for the stoppage here in the third round, I think. SAHAK needs to try and keep things tight, keep things compact. I don't think it's really in his nature just to try and see it through. I still believe he can win in there. That's just how you have to be if you walk up those steps. But UBAIDOV will continue to put the pressure on, I think, feeling like openings will come. Needs to be a bit careful there about the holding, SAHAK. He's been spoken to a couple of times, and they do operate a 3 strikes policy. Third time you get warned for the same thing and a point will go. Not that that's going to make a lot of difference to the final outcome here. Jab to the body from SAHAK. He's holding it together well in this final round, considering what happened towards the back end of the second, those two standing counts. And the reaction the second one got in particular. Still quite a long way to go, though. Looking for the big right hand, and there he goes. And the legs went from underneath him a little bit there. I think he feels like he slipped. I'm not so sure. It was a strong shot. The referee gets to 8 and decides to wave this one over. It was a third standing count. And UBAIDOV gets it done inside the distance. It was an interesting fight to watch that, because the opening round was a good competitive round. And then in the second round, I think that the pressure that UBAIDOV brings just came to bear. And you could see SAHAK slow down. The tank was emptying. And the two standing counts, particularly the second one, caught the eye. And then, well, we saw what we saw just there. No shame in it. UBAIDOV is an Asian champion from last year, and that is a serious title.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by RSC in round number 3 in the red corner, representing Tajikistan, Akmal UBAIDOV. Спасибо.
And there's that right hand, and it landed a bit cleaner than I thought, actually. And as he went barreling down the ropes, you knew that the referee wasn't going to let that continue. He did well to stay on his feet, actually.